All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Beekeeping with me, Sarkis. So today you'll notice I've got some other pieces of equipment with me. I have a Varroa mite checker that I've put powdered sugar in. You'll see why in a little bit. That's part of this. And I have a 1/4 cup scoop here, scoop some bees with. Because today is an exciting day. Today will be the first day that we check for mites. So mites are the #1 reason why your bees won't make it. So it's good to check early and check it often. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do today. So here we go. You may notice me today spending a little more time looking for the queen. It's important that the queen's not in the mite checker. We have to look for fresh nurse bees because the fresh nurse bees are the most likely to have the mites, because the mites lay their eggs inside of the brood cell, so that the mites actually hatch on their host. So new nursery bees are the most likely to have the mites on them. So, but we'll do pretty much a normal check. I used more wood bark in the smoke, so I'm hoping that that produces a stronger, more pungent smoke. We will be adding another body to this, a super, but I want to ask some questions about doing that to my club tonight when I go. Okay, so this one definitely has new cells on it, like new eggs on it. You can kind of see as they're building some new comb. So that means there's a higher likelihood that she's on this frame, because the newer the eggs, the higher the likelihood that your queen is there, just because she was recently laying them. Still though, I'm not good at finding them. I read some things about finding her. I still have not. There she is. Nice. Okay, so you can see her crawling right there. See that big butt on her? She's a slightly different color. Okay, so that's good. We know she's on this frame, so we're not going to test this frame. In fact, wow, I can't believe I spotted her so quickly. My advice was really good. Now I've lost her again. The queen does not like to be spotted, as you might think. She does not like being on a moving frame. Sometimes she jumps off. So, but she's big. She was easy to spot. So, I feel like if she has jumped off and we need to keep an eye out for her, we should be able to find her. Oh, you know what? I'm remembering that I need a bucket for this task, so I'm just going to quick go grab the bucket that I grabbed. You guys watch for Regina. That was cool. That was cool to spot her so quickly. We lost her, but we spotted her. She probably jumped off, so she might be on this next one. Things are starting to get stickier in here, which means they're going to collect that propulus stuff. Okay, so this could be one that we use. It does have some uncapped brood in it and some capped brood, and she's been laying on this side. So again, we're just gonna keep our eyes open for some of the advice that I saw said look at a frame for about 5 seconds in thirds. If you don't see her, flip to the other side. Check that side. I'm checking in thirds for about 5 seconds. You don't see her on this one. We're gonna keep going. We might as well check everything. I'm so stoked that I saw her. That's cool. Okay, let's smoke them a little bit. So we're just looking for her again. This one is definitely not a contender though. This is pretty much all honey or nectar or pollen. Not a contender for our test and not a contender for her to be on. Sometimes what she'll do, what I read, is that when you come in, she'll go to the bottom board. Her whole life is in the darkness, right? She never leaves the hive. So the bright lights of opening the hive make her want to go down. This one is also not a contender for her to really be on or for us to use, because it is mostly honey, which makes sense. It's hot today. Wearing this suit is kind of hot. There she is. Okay, so she is actually on this one, and she did jump. Okay, so again, good to know that she's here. I'm nervous to put this back in. I don't want her to go anywhere. That is definitely her. That's so cool. That's so amazing. I'm like in awe of spotting her. She's looking for cells to lay in. Wow. Okay. So I don't really have a good way to lean this one though. But because I think the next one's the one I want to use, but again, I don't want her to jump to it. They say once you start being able to spot her, you can spot her all the time. So that's good. Okay, we're gonna risk it. She seems occupied doing her thing on this frame now. So I'm gonna put her in here, and then we'll just be extra diligent on the next one, because the next one's the one that I'm thinking is the one we're going to use. If she is, she'll be right here. And this is a good one for us to use because it is definitely brood. It definitely has brood on it. And they have been hatching and all that. I'll show you what I mean by that in just a minute. At least what I think I mean by that in just a minute. Just looking for her. Just looking for her. Don't see her, don't see her. I see a couple of bees exchanging some honey. Or nectar, I guess. One cat brood, yep. Okay. Focus, Sarkis, one thing at a time. Look for Regina. That's crazy that I found her twice so easily after coming out here and checking for her so many times and not being able to spot her. Yeah, this is a good frame for us to try this with, for sure. Look at them all. They're bearding. See that? They call that bearding. Okay. Sometimes they beard around their queen though. So that makes me a little nervous. I do not see her in that nest though. Yeah, that to me just looks like lots of bees hanging out on the bottom of the frame. Okay, so here's what I'm looking for. Like I'm looking for some of these cells that are open that you can see there's pupae in them, right? So this means this is lots of nursery beetles or bees are on here, and I can kind of tell that too because they're a little smaller than the bees that were original. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shake this into here. Not very good at this. Is my first time. You literally shake the bees into here. Okay, now we're gonna put this frame back. This is an important job to have your suit on. As you can see, they were not very happy that I just showed them. Okay, this is where this comes in. So I'm literally going to scoop up a quarter cup of bees. Here's my quarter cup. Dump those in there. Flip this onto here. Sorry, we did lose one. Oh, let's not lose any. We did lose one. Okay, now, the powdered sugar that's in here, we're going to roll them in that for about a minute. I think we're supposed to secure this lid too. Yep. So we're just gonna roll them in here, get them all nice and coated in the powdered sugar. Apparently the powdered sugar is going to cause the mites to release themselves from the bees. There's a couple of ways you can do this. You can use alcohol wash. The alcohol wash will kill your bees. They are sacrificed. And, you know, in the grand scheme of things, that's really not, you know, not that bad. But I guess, like, I don't want to kill them if I don't have to. There was one that got stuck when I was putting the lid in. So... And there's always a few, you know, you're never gonna get away with 0 casualties. But that's not the way the bee thinks. The bee thinks everything for the hive, everything for the hive. So, okay. A couple more seconds. Everything's looking pretty good. It's hard to see with my screen, the screen of my veil, but everything's looking pretty good. Okay, then we let this sit for 3 minutes. So while that's sitting, we'll look at the next frame, and maybe we'll try to find Regina again. Because that sounds fun. So we have bees building comb on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 7. So that's how I know that it's pretty much time to put another super on. Some of these cells have a red look to them, so I wonder what they're collecting that is red. I have some raspberries over there, but I don't think they're ready. Maybe the maple tree? But she's definitely laying on these. This one also could have been a contender. It just doesn't have as much as the other one does. Don't see her on this one. There are still bees in there. So I think I'll dump them out. And then I'm going to smoke over here just so I don't end up stepping on any more. Alrighty, mortician bees. I noticed them moving bees out of the way. Okay. So we'll put this one back. Take a look at number 7. And then we'll be ready to look at our mite count. Yeah, I'm starting to see the propolis kind of like on stuff too. It's like a slimy kind of look to it. So they've started on this one. I don't think she's really laid on this one yet. No, this is all just nectar and honey, or pollen. Not much anything else, and it's really only on one side. And it's only just started. I'm going to put the super on tomorrow after I learn tonight how to do it. Okay, so we'll start to close this up, and as we do, when we get to the frame that we last saw Regina on, we're going to take another look at it, see if we can spot her again. So that was this one. I don't see her yet. She may have moved on. Looks like that might be the case. just fine. You don't have to find. As long as she's not in the tester. Although I think with the tester, the powdered sugar makes it not such a big deal if she's in there, but it's probably just best practice not to, because I'm sure that's not a foolproof method. I'm sure you do lose a bee or two to that. And now I just like finding them, so I want to find where they're going. This glove is good stuff. Okay. It does make me nervous though. Like, what if she was on one of these frames that I'm sliding? Who knows? Who knows how you do that, you know? I can move these all towards the middle a little bit. Okay. Now, I am going to smoke again across the top so I can put my lid back on. Again, we're really just putting this on to close it up. Get out of there, girls. Get out of there. Okay. So now I'm just going to double check my directions here. After the 3 minutes, remove the lid and turn the Verona check upside down and shake it above the yellow lid or a larger container. Add a bit of water to dissolve the sugar and count the mites. Release the bees into the hive. Okay, so like this, take this like this, and we go like this. Look at that. The bees are still alive. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to put them near the entrance here, right here. Okay, now we're going to add a little splash of water. Now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this to sit and evaporate so that I can take this to my bee society tonight and say to them, what do you guys notice? But you just splashed a little bit right there, but I don't see anything in there. I'm not seeing any. I'll show you what I can see. I mean, it might not come up on the camera very well. I can't even see what I'm filming here. But yeah, I don't really see anything. So that's good. Yeah. I mean, you would think if there was anything, I know I'm a beginner, but I couldn't have been that bad. So that's good. That's real good for not seeing any. Cool. All right. Well, now it's basically cleanup time. So we emptied the buckets. Water, I gotta give them some more water, so I'll do that off camera. I don't see anything in here still creepy crawling around, other than that bee right there. So yeah, I think that's exactly what I'll do. I think I'll leave this out and then take it to club tonight and ask my mentor what he thinks he sees in there, but I don't see anything. So yeah, it's pretty much just going to be cleanup now and call her a day. Thanks for watching.